Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hey Joy, hey Jade, how's it going, guys? Congratulations to Jade for the first. Well, yeah. Hey, what are you painting? We're gonna be painting a Broodlord. Wouldn't you know? I've had this one for, oh, I couldn't tell you, it's been months. I've had this one sitting. I got it alongside, what was it? 8 Gene Stealers and 12 Termagants. Hey G, how's it going, buddy? How's my bobbing? I hope your day's going amazing. Very nice, you got your hands on non-emissary. I'm cutting back right now. I've got way too much to paint. way too much to paint. I'm trying to get like a good chunk of Tyranids out the way right now. Mostly for Halloween, but as soon as I get this out the way, there's 4 more Gene Stealers, a Tyrannifex that I need to build, and then it's just the Leviathan box, and then that's it. But yeah, like you can see, like look over here. This is my ready to paint pile. Oh, you can see off to the side here. We've got what 5 Sisters of Battle. We've got 5 Necron Immortals. We've got Cursors for the Blood Angels. We've got 9 Necron Warriors. There's even some Death Guard over in the corner. I should have stuck with like 2 armies. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, we might as well get into it, shall we? I did the smart thing and actually prepared my paints prior to starting the stream, which, shocker, I know. But since we're doing Tyranids today, we're going to be starting. The thing I find weird about these is you start off with a shade before you actually start dry brushing, and then there's the dry brushing. I dry brush nothing apart from Tyranids. I just can't be bothered. But it seems to be the most efficient way of dealing with these. Alright, so yeah, we're doing some Carbon Crimson first off, getting it nice and pink, doing all the fleshy areas. Then we're going to move on to a big dry brush with some Paled Witch Flesh. Yeah. I don't know how I've not completely burned through all of that by now. Because I swear dry brushing, you waste so much without realising it. Alright, let's go. I need to be careful with this one. Because unlike a lot of the other ones I've done so far, the Broodlord is a unique leader. You know, the freaking lights in my way. 2 seconds. Yep. So since it's a one of a kind thing, I've not been able to do like a practice model beforehand, so I'm gonna have to watch myself. It'll be fine. No, it'll be fine. See what the hell could go wrong. It's easy enough to fix. Probably try to avoid getting this in the carapace, but honestly it doesn't really matter. As soon as we get around to painting the carapace, it'll just... The purple will override the pink like nothing. We're only doing this so that the white, when we do the white, has more of a reddish tint to it, so it becomes like a more salmony kind of white. Hey Devi, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Hope your day's going smashing. Yeah, we're painting some Tyranids today, and probably the rest of October, honestly. Because I think how many weeks we got left in October? It's like the 2nd week, isn't it? Might actually run out of Tyranids. Who knows? I might actually do a painting, not painting, a build stream with that Tyrannifex. That could be interesting. It's been a while since I've done a build stream. Safe, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, freaking Stormtrooper. That just sucks so much ass. Then XCOM, my character was kicking ass for one mission, and then that mission get reset. And then after that mission, my aim just gets so bad. What? My character just took that as a massive insult that his epic display was disregarded and just thrown in the bin. It's all good. It's all good. Being at XCOM, I was thinking of trying out some Phoenix Point at some point, which is kind of like XCOM, but it's got like subterranean creatures or something. The fever dream we all shared was epic, and like, what the fuck? I know. At least the second time round you were ready with all the equipment and stuff. I could not imagine. See if that was your first someone's first playthrough, and they were going in blind and they were doing Iron Man. Oh my god, I have no clue. How do we get through that? Imagine if you had just a lot of your troops just sitting in medbay, all your best guys from a really hard previous mission, and then that just kicks off. I did really well though for a first hit. Yeah, you got like right up to the end. Just got unlucky with the few enemies that were left over. Should move this light over a wee bit. 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, that is way better. There we go. Had you, bud? That's why. Aww. Yeah, I'm glad we got those reflective lenses, or whatever the hell it was that we added, because the great thing about that is it actually increases your aim chance for your second shot, so even if my guy misses, he's pretty much sorted going forward, so watch him still miss, I swear to god. Alright, I need to shake the pot again. Right, so that's like half of it finished. Well, maybe not half of it, but this one's going to take a while. Question? Yep, go ahead, fly it. There we go. These 40Ks you're painting, are they all for you, or do you do them for friends or commissions? Nope, they're all for me, because apparently when I see a shiny thing, I have to have shiny thing. Granted, part of it is to do with a magazine I took advantage of, which like cuts down the price of what you would buy them for in the shop by like a lot, but like a ridiculous amount. So I took full advantage of that. Unfortunately, it gave me like 100 odd miniatures. The other like 300 though, I will take full accountability for. I also like to say though, I might actually give away some of them eventually, because the magazine did give me a few units from armies I never ever intend to do anything with. So if I ever find anyone that's interested in Ultramarines or Adeptus Sororitas, you know, the battle nuns, I might actually just give them away. Maybe that would actually be a not bad choice for a stream. At some point, like a anniversary stream or something. Just like give away a full freaking army that I've painted myself. Well, not a full army, just like certain units, because you know, fuck doing a full army. I mean, maybe if I did it for charity. You know, that might not be a bad idea. Maybe down the line I'll like do an entire army for charity and auction it off. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it'd be expensive, but you know, charity. You're down the plastic rabbit hole. There is a reason why they call it plastic crack. Enjoy, like, straight up. See some of those piles of shame I've seen? Holy god. Oh. Oof. You know hoarders? You know freaking hoarders where their families think to themselves, ah, it's not that bad. They just have a habit of like collecting things. It's not too bad. It's not hurting anyone. And then it becomes an entire room where it's nothing but crap, where you can't even move in it, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I've seen pictures with people with Warcraft, well not Warcraft, Warhammer stuff, and it has actually gotten that bad. Like, Jesus Christ. I get that it's like a lot easier to buy this stuff than it is to build it and then paint it, but at what point do you not tell yourself, if I dedicated like 5 years of my life to this non-stop, I would never be able to finish this? That voice in their head must just like turn off or something, because it's the only way I can explain that. Yeah, I hate my friend for getting me into Warhammer. I mean, it is fun, but it's just the time management. You just need to stay on top of it. Jeez, this thing is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Jesus Christ. I thought it'd be done just shading this thing in like 5 minutes, but Jesus. My addiction started with Grey Knights. I remember you saying. On the plus side though with Grey Knights, you don't need that many units. So your backlog would probably not be that bad. Right, that's just a theory. I've never actually collected them. Nope, or Custodes, yeah, Custodes, because each of the individual figures are just a ridiculous amount of points. Or Custodes, or whatever the hell you want to call them. Alright, I think we're most of the way there. I just need to start dying the very, very hard to reach parts, which is always fun. I honestly say, see if you have small hands, this must be so much easier. Because having big hands makes this such a pain in the ass. Because just try and get this brush in tiny spots is difficult. This isn't even the worst of it. See, once I've done shading, that's when the dry brushing comes in, and that's going to be a whole lot more difficult. Especially his goddamn hands. It was a genius. It was like, yeah, we're going to give Tyranids 6 limbs. I mean, it's cool in theory, but fuck me, is that annoying to paint? Also, Joey, how goes the Leviathan box? Because I saw that you got it, so have you like made any progress, or is like work still massively getting in the way? As it tends to do. Nice, just the back of the leg. Legs. What just beating me up, but now we are staffed up the ass, so we're gonna start tomorrow. Awesome, nice one. I wanna start Leviathan, but I'm just holding off till Christmas because I just know if I don't hold off till Christmas, I'm gonna be staring at such a load of just grey plastic on my shelf, and that really wears you down. Just a tertiary look around to see if I've missed it, and I probably have. Yep, I absolutely have. Like right in his armpit. As I've said before, still, if you can't see it when you're looking right up at the thing, if you're ever playing at the tabletop, no one's going to see it, so as long as you can live with yourself, it's probably all good. Love yourself, it's just a freaking model pin. Seems to be acting up a little bit. Right, there we go. So yeah, there's all the shade added on. Apart from this little wee pesky bit, because he's standing on, I don't know what the deal is with this. He's standing on top of a carapace. I don't even know. I have absolutely no idea. Hey Jay, you'd probably know, do the Terrorists like terraform and turn the environment into just parts of themselves? Because I could have sworn they just eat everything, don't they? Which makes this kind of weird, this platform. Oh yeah, that's why I find this so strange. Like, this base seems to allude to them terraforming their environment, but we know they don't do that. They convert and eat everything into bio. So turn a world into a... Ah, right, okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point, because the book I was reading recently, it did speak about them, like the gene stealers, like it was talking about Alien, where it was turning a lot of the walls into biomass. Right, there we go. That was a good book though. Alright, that's us done with Carbug Crimson. So next we're going to be moving on to doing some dry brushing, which is going to be so much fun. And by so much fun I mean a massive pain in the ass. We have plant biopools that can literally bring back a dead hive tyrant, which is the same mind in essence as the one that fought in another battle. Oh yeah, the Swarm Lord, yeah. The one that never seems to die ever. planning on building one of them at some point along with a flying hive tyrant. Yeah, because I hear that all you need is like one body part, like the chest piece, and you can build 2 of them from one kit. Which I'm surprised Games Workshop allowed that, because you know what they're like with just having you with all of the bits. They currently inhabited a planet, and in that planet there's something there that got Psychos scared. Oh, that would probably be the... Shit, what is that again? The Neuro Tyrant, I think it was called. Though speaking of that, for the book I read, when they got into the Space Hulk, the Psychos detected something there, which, fun enough, turned out to be one of these guys. Which actually kind of impressed me, because see, when I first looked at this model, I assumed to myself, do you know what, it's probably just like a really old model that it just doesn't have a lot of stuff going for it. And it's probably going to get phased out soon, but after reading that and how impressive this thing turned out to be in the book, my opinion quite drastically changed. Or something about the non-emissary, so it's hinted that it might be linked to the doom of Malantai. Ooh. It's a shame they wouldn't be able to say that though, wouldn't it? Because that's stupid copyright bullshit. Oh, something about the non... alright, I already read that. For fuck's sake. Honestly, this is going a lot faster than I was expecting. Should probably even out this armor a wee bit. I think I've got a bit too much dry brushing on it. It's fucking dumb, but I was like, well, he at least came back in some form. So far I've only read one book with him in it, and that was The Devastation of Baal. And even then, I think the way they describe it in the book, I don't think they straight up say or like call him a Swarmlord, because it's from the Blood Angel's perspective, but yeah, I looked up and yeah, it definitely was him at the end of that book. There's actually a lot of discussions online about like why there wasn't a lot of books with Tyranids 1 available. And the consensus ended up being the reason why there's not books with Tyranids 1 is because everyone would frickin' die. And that wouldn't be the best ending to a book ever. Unless it was one of the horror ones. I've seen the horror ones be quite interesting. It's a shame you can't like read any books on Twitch, because it'd be awesome to do like a horror book reading on stream. There's quite a pretty good range of horror books from Games Workshop. That's it. I'm actually just about done with the dry brushing. I'm going over the same areas quite a few times here because I want to get like an even coating going on. I want to get to the end of this and be like, oh, well that side is more pink than this side. Yeah, nah. We get a bit more just all over, you know. Yeah, books on Tyranids would be pretty hard to write about, but getting a look into their consciousness, like a short story or something. Yeah, they did that in the Devastation of Baal, where it was a lictor, where they kept jumping back to, and that was pretty interesting. But they were going on about, it wasn't like properly conscious, but it had the closest thing to a consciousness that a Tyranid could have. And they really stressed that point, honestly. But yeah, that was really good. There's one librarian who actually was able to look into the hive mind. That's probably the first time the Tyranids harbour legitimate fear. Legitimate hate. Okay. I may have overdone it with the dry brushing. Yeah, that may have been a bit much. What do you reckon? Ultramarines Librarian Tigers? Yeah, I don't think I've read that story. Granted, I've not read a lot of stories, so. That was pretty good. Good. I was so sure I'd laid that one way too heavy now. Just get onto the arm there. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the carapace next. We'll see how much a difference that makes. brush as I can. Alright, time for the small base brush. So what fleet are the colours based on, or do you have a homebrew fleet? It's going to be High Flight Leviathan. High Fleet Leviathan. Mostly because I just really like the colour scheme. And also partly because that was the one in Devastation of Baal, so. If it wasn't for the colour scheme of that fleet, I probably wouldn't actually have bought Tyranids. It was just something about the like milky whiteness and the purple contrast that I really liked about it. Do got a bang colour scheme, I know, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna double check. I need to. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna go onto the Game Workshop website. Ouroboros and Kronos got me. Yeah, I almost went for Kronos because I thought to myself, if I was actually playing on the tabletop, I think I would want Kronos's like stats and benefits and that, but nah, I couldn't help myself. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go on the Game Workshop website so I can get like a 360 view of the miniature. Okay, I need to see what the carapace looks like in the back. Unfortunately, I can't get that view from the paint app I'm using. I mean, you could wing it, but nah. I would just look at it and be like, that's not supposed to be like that. So there seems to be what is this? Ah, yeah, there we go. So from the looks of it, yeah. Said you have Death Guard too? Huh? Yeah, I've got a pretty good chunk of Death Guard. I've already painted 30 Poxwalkers, 1 Plague Champion and 1 Plague Bus Crawler. Do I see the ones I've got sitting in standby? They're like sitting right over here. Right, so there we go, there's a standard Plague Marine right there with a plasma rifle. There's the other one with the massive ass freaking mace. I do love the design of these. The design is awesome. This one is going to be a pain in the butt to do. They said to the Death Guard it's unmatched. I know, because there's very few miniatures that have as much detail as these do. And weirdly, a lot of people don't like the mouths and the stomachs, but I think they just add to the weirdness and intrigue. And I've just got, I think it's like 3 more. Make a body horror and truly capture the essence of chaos. Yeah, absolutely. There's my other champion. I couldn't see myself ever going for Thousand Sun. Because those rubric marines just don't do it for me. Then we get the scribe. And then that's all the ones I've got in standby for painting. I've got some Terminators lined up that still need to get spray painted. I'll just set these off to the side for now. Don't want to get in the way. I need to sit down and just tank these at some point. They say the best thing to do is like do 3 at the same time because there's so much detail. I'd want to do like them all at the same time, but nah, that would just burn me out to hell and back. So I'm gonna have to be very, very careful with this. Like generally, the way they've done this in a very weird way. Interesting, but very, very weird. Unlike with the other Tyranids, the carapace in the back of this Broodlord has got like bulbous parts of skin popping out from it. So I need to watch I don't accidentally catch that with the purple. Though I'm saying that, I've actually already done that with the arms, so... Oh well. I think you need to always tell yourself for this, mistakes will happen one way or the other. Actually, I need to go down a smaller brush. I'm catching too much with this. Down Suns are I never really liked them. My boy's a huge Death Guard guy. We plan on getting tattoos and the symbols of the Chaos Gods before me calling him Nuggle. Awesome, that sounds super cool. Yeah, the World Eaters have had a massive resurgence with that last box of theirs. Not really my thing, but I think I'm literally just looking for excuses at this stage not to buy more stuff. GM with a battle royale. I thought I would try out stream avatars for a while because I've not seen it being used for a good bit. Oh, actually no, tell a lie. I think I saw Devi use it recently. But you don't see it getting used that often nowadays. Right, the reason I stopped using it was because I was getting very self-conscious about my numbers. Because I keep my numbers off. Oh, Joy won! Nice one, Joy! Yeah, so I kept it off for the longest time because like you can tell from a mile away how many viewers you've got because of it. And when you've not got a lot, it just really bums you out. All these skills in the name of corn. Skulls for the skull throne, as they say. Yeah, I might actually need to switch to a smaller brush. I'm making too many mistakes here. I should not saying that. Before I switch over, there is the base to consider. Yeah. I'll do that first and then I'm going to switch. That's how I feel once I start painting. It's not a big deal. If you catch things, it's not the end of the world. You can just swap back to another brush, get your paints, and just go over it again. The only thing you're losing is time, and that's it. The important thing is just not to rush. The thing I don't get what this purple is. It gets really streaky on the white. So I'm probably going to have to do another layer of it again. That was close. My painting hand bumped against my light there and I almost did a big streak of purple right down the middle of the miniature. Ooh, that could have been costly. Alright, I'll try just painting the bits that aren't actually touching the model because I don't want to like paint his claws. I'll just do the main bit. What I like about the new models is they have pegs. You just have to plug them in and there you go. My space wolves need glue. Saying that, Joy, I think like most models, even the new ones, need glue. It's just the push fit ones from the collecting sets that don't need the glue. So it's just like a subtle nudge for new players to get them in, and then they'll figure out the glue part later on. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of happy because I can't afford glue right now. Oof. Yeah, push fit is good though, like not requiring the glue. But a lot of like hardcore ones I've been painting for a while, I actually cut them off because they prefer getting more of a flush on the miniature with the glue instead of the pegs. Hey Ace, how's it going? Thanks for popping. I hope you're having a smashing day. Hope the rest of Sherlock Holmes treated you well. I'm getting some massive deja vu when I was watching that game. I swear they use like all the assets from the Sinking City. That was good though, that was good. Any game that lets you run about with the top hat, that's good. I solved all the cases in the two chapters that stream. Nice one. You're gonna absolutely blitz your way through that game in no time. Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that for the minute. Come back to these small details once I'm using a smaller brush. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll pop down to a medium layer brush. And we'll get back to the carapace. I'm generally proud of my investigation skills in general, only thing that's going for me. I mean, that's a very good thing to have going for you. This come for the person that's like really good at art and also can like rig and design models. Not me, obviously. Jesus Christ. I think I'd get through one video on how to rig a model and I'd just be bored out of my mind. Here we go. Back onto the carapace. Improvise every rig I do. Jeez, you've given some really good improvisation skills then. Nah, it's the same with anything. Like, I'm sure you improvise with some painting here. I mean, I might do with mistakes, I suppose. Oh, yeah, you do actually make a good point. Because they released a new painting scheme for this, for these specific types of models. And they require this white that I don't actually own. There's this one called Wraithbone. That you need to get this certain type of like bone white, and I thought to myself, do you know what, nah, I'm not going to do that. So I found this other guide where you just put on a red wash and then dry brush, and that's what I've been doing. It's a bit more work, but it sure as hell beats ordering one tiny paint off our website. My priorities are weird. I'll go through a more complicated method of painting if it means I don't have to order something. I get the focus sorted with this camera. It keeps every single stream reverting back to autofocus, which you guys will probably know by now. I can't freaking stand autofocus. It is the most broken, shitty thing that cameras can possibly do. So I keep it at like 60, which seems to work just fine for like around there. But I like move it in and it starts to, you know, dim a wee bit because obviously it's out of focus. Why can't people use like an AI for something like that, you know? To actually do proper focus for a camera instead of ripping off people's art. intentionally going a good deal slower here because they were nice enough to add these little clumps. I don't know if it's like showing up properly here, but you see like these bits here. Yeah, trying very hard not to get any purple in these. Emphasis on trying. Right, big dog, I'm ahead to bed. Nice catch up finally, and from the looks of things, I'll be getting out of work earlier, so now I'll be able to join more often. Awesome, Joy! Hope you have a good sleep, and thank you very much for popping in. Are you actually kidding me? I may actually need to go down to a smaller brush again. Plus side is though, we don't actually need to do any more purple. Once this bit is done, that says purpled out. Love you guys, take care everyone, and enjoy the artisan of our favourite plastic hobby. Speaking of plastic hobbies, I ordered some Pokemon cards and they just came in today. I ordered about 300 of them off of eBay, which wasn't too bad. It was about £30, so it was way cheaper than buying them officially. I got a lot of cards I didn't have, but unfortunately none of them for the newest set, so ah well. I'm still waiting for them to come through the mail. I'm going to open them on the 3rd of December for the streaming anniversary. Alright. I'm just going to get a quick look at the reference. Okay. Right, yeah. We're getting down to the small brush. Getting this purple finished off. Watch this. See, the moment I get onto the smallest brush I own, I'll end up doing the entire rest of this on that brush because I know it is. I'm just. I've got a weird fixation with just brushing with the most precise brush I've got. Strange. Alright, here we go. I need to get a new one of it as well because I think I've used this brush so much that the end of it is just tiny, it's like shrunk down. Because the bristles have just been breaking over time.
He's beating Necrons. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Yeah, I love the Necrons as well. Necrons are freaking awesome. I've not actually painted many of them in a while. I think the last ones I painted were death marks. How's it going anyway, buddy? Hope your day's going smashing. Alright, I think that's actually one side of these carapaces basically finished, apart from these little ragged bits. I mean, not bad. Got a cheeky wee 5 minutes before I get wee one. You on long? Yeah, I'm on for another 3 hours ish. Depends how long it takes me to finish this, honestly. But it's considering that I'm just in the carapace, it's probably going to be a wee while still. No reason to love Necrons. Yeah, the Necrons are a lot simpler, like way simpler. Just chalk on it an absolute shit ton of lead belch of silver, and that's like 90% of the job done. I wonder what the next Necrons I'd probably paint. Probably Immortals, actually. And after that, I'm not actually sure. I've got some Tomb Blades sitting there along with actually a few unbuilt things like Illuminator Sazarus, I think his name was. I got mine all mixed up. Bronzes, silvers, different colour shoulder pads for the squads. Ah, yeah, I never actually did that. Because I thought to myself, do you know what? These guys are all about uniformity. And I've got the whole Legion thing going for them, so I just kept them all pretty standard. Sotic colour scheme. Though what the hell I'm going to paint some of the things like the Doomstalker, I'm not entirely sure. Probably go for a good chunk of Caliban green. I rolled deep 120 warriors. Fuck. Yeah, no. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I've painted 35 warriors and that's enough for me. I've just got 9 more to finish. And that's just because I've got 4 random flares that I picked up. Ah. Ace won the Battle Royale. Nice. Nice one. You'll get that one of these days, G. just gonna go back over this just a little bit. I don't like the streakiness. Don't know why the purple streaks on white so much, but it just keeps doing it. I guess it's because the purple is like way too dark for the white, so the white just shines through. Either that or I'm just not applying it too heavily. Also paid the Gauss Rod's mix of red for blood effect. Not fancy, I'm colourblind and shitty painting. Oh, interesting, but at least you've put out like solid effort in for being colourblind. I saw on Reddit at one point this guy that was like completely blind painted a few miniatures. And I'll be honest, it turned out a decent amount better than you'd expect. You know, for the guy not actually be able to see what he's painting. I would be better using a paint shotgun. Maybe that's why a lot of people use the air guns, or whatever the hell you call them. I think it's air guns. And I really fancied using that because it just, I don't know, it just takes the relaxation factor away from the painting. You're just sitting there casually just pinpoint accuracy in this thing with a gun. Definitely going to go back over some points later, but for now I'm happy with that at the back. Takes the fun aspects away, except the base coat of course. Yeah, the base coat can take a while. Alright, there we go, that's his back. Just about finished. Barring some streaking. So we're going to finish the purple in the base, just the little bits I couldn't reach earlier. And then we're going to move on to yeah, we're going to move on to the claws after that, which actually should not take that long in theory. I was not tidy with this base. Praise be to the tiny ass brush. Alright, that's one side done. Now we're just going to work our way all the way down, getting all the little bits that I've missed. So that's the wonderful thing. See when you spray paint in white, everything that you've missed stands out like a spotlight. Also makes me feel like a traditional painter, like I'm looking at a canvas. It's like a pure white canvas. It's basically what the miniature painting feels like to me. It feels like one of those colouring books, but like 3-dimensional. But a lot trickier. lot of streaking in this, holy fuck. Okay. Back in 20ish. No worries, Johnny. I'll hopefully be done with the purple by then. Fingers crossed. So I can't wait till this one is done. Because surprisingly, this is the first turn-in model I've done. It's a leader unit. Everything else has mostly just been either elite units or infantry. There's a lot of infantry. Let's get this little crevice. Trying very, very hard not to paint these foot purple, please. God damn it. Okay, careful, careful, don't break anything. I know it feels like a weird thing to say, but legit. I've straight up like broken off arms before by being too forceful with the painting. The other interesting thing about how I started doing this hobby is if my streaming room wasn't getting redecorated and taking a long ass time at that, and I had nothing electric to occupy my time, I probably never would have actually got into Warhammer. Because like legit all I could do was read. That was straight up all I could freaking do. Besides got my phone, but yeah, that was it. That was a very dull 6 months. I do wonder where I would be streaming if I'd actually had that 6 months of time. Probably not that much different because I was straight up waiting for my model to get finished, so probably wouldn't have been that different. Alright. Just melt that up. Right. Shit ton of streaking, as you can probably see, but it's a start. As the back's probably done, you can see the like some of the white plates in between the spines sticking out. Thankfully, I'll have to go back over them with some white later because I did annoyingly end up touching some parts with the purple. But yeah, that's enough purple for the minute. Let's get a little break in. Not at the stream. God, no. We're gonna just pop over to a different colour. Jeez, there's a lot of purple stuck to this brush. Remember guys, if you want to, you can fight a raid boss as well with the stream avatars.
I'm not sure I would recommend it with this number. I think you would get your ass absolutely kicked, but if you want to, it's there. I remember what the command is again. Was it like straight up raid boss? Give me a second, I'm just gonna quickly enter this in. It was not. Oh, too many things. I'm gonna look this up. Just give you guys something else to do. Ah, there it is. I was off by a bit. There you go. Have fun. Alright, never mind, I guess we're not fighting the boss. Oh well. Alright, just get these claws bit by bit. What we don't want to do is what I accidentally did in Termagants. I got the sections that connect the claws to the hands and painted them black because I was not paying attention. So just slowly does it. There we are. After that carapace bat, I expect this to be a much easier step. To be perfectly honest, I was actually expecting the dry brushing to be hell because of the way this thing's arms are situated so close to its body. But no, it was actually pretty fine. Granted, I probably did miss a chunk of bits, but if you can't see, who gives a shit, you know. Right, that's 2 claws. Well, no, that's. No, wait, that doesn't count, does it? It's a full claw once the hand is done, isn't it? Okay, I think that's one colour finished. Just move that back a wee bit. I think I might need to get some more lighting in here. I think I said that for the previous painting stream. I've still not done it. It's my bad. Oh fuck. I put too much ink in the brush. Right down to the bristles. You really shouldn't do that. I'm gonna have to be quick here and just clean this immediately. So if you want to break a brush, that's how you break a brush. You get the paint all the way down to the beds and the bristles. Yeah, fuck that. I've still got paint on it, but I'm cleaning this right now. It's my best brush, I'm not breaking it. Okay, that seems to look fine, I think. I was going to get some anime music set up for the stream, but unfortunately I didn't have time. Because I found out a way of actually like having it on the stream without it being in the VOD. But I got home and I just did not have the time to get it set up. But I'll make sure it's set up for the next time I'm doing this. You guys can hear my massive freaking anime playlist from Spotify. Which is far too many Bleach and Naruto songs in it. Okay. Just one more blade on this side. And then we can do the inner claws. And then the feet. As soon as we add all the black details, that's when you're going to start noticing it come together. Seems to be pretty standard with a lot of these models. The first couple colours you put on, the model just doesn't stand out that much. So once you hit the third colour, that's when you really see the character. Probably why for tournaments you need to have at least 3 different colours on your miniature for it to legally count on the table, or else it's immediately disqualified. Okay, I think that's... wait, never mind, 2 seconds, I'll be honest. There we go. Alright, so that's the 2 main claws finished. Still doesn't look like much, does it? Right, next step. Gotta do the tongue. It's funnily enough, just like xenomorphs, these things have weapons on the tongues. To look at an example here. I've done this thing with the blade in the head here where it just seems to blend into the head of the Broodlord. I need to see a picture. That's annoying. Should have looked at the image quicker. Yeah. Ah, that's annoying. Turns out half of the blade in its head is supposed to be black and the other half is skin coloured. So I could probably make it blend. It's probably fine. Just gonna have to go over the back of that with some white later. Don't know how I feel about the look on this. I mean, I get why they went for a look like that, but it just doesn't really blend the way I'd like it to. Granted, that's probably more on me, but it just doesn't look right. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. No, I ain't gonna be doing that, I'll tell you. let's move on to the other claws now. This will be easy. These are actually really tiny claws. This may actually end up being one of the harder bits. I'm just trying to get the backside of these nails. I think that's it, we can basically call that 2 seconds. Alright, basically call that inside claw finished. So we'll do the other side, and then we'll do the tail and the feet, and then we'll move on to Screamer Pink. Then once we do that, it's basically just cleaning up the purple, looking for any mistakes to clear up, and then we'll do the shading, and if we're lucky we'll have enough time for basing, and then that'll be it, finished. We're doing time. Oh, jeez, we're doing really well for time. I suppose that's the difference between doing one miniature and doing like 3 of them. No wait, it was 2 last time, I think. Yeah, it was 2, yeah. I don't know, those ones just seemed like they took a lot longer before. Who in the hell's name am I actually going to paint these? think I'm actually missing like a good chunk of the bits I need to paint on these nails. But as I've said before, can't see it, doesn't matter. Well then again, just because I can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't bother the fucking crap out of me. And we can probably say that's all the claws finished. It's kind of weird with this light. It feels like there's a lot of light and not that much at the same time. Like oversaturation and under. It's very bizarre. Probably because the miniature is like mostly white. It's like bouncing off and just making it very obscure. That's probably what's happening. I fucking hate this light so much. I keep hitting my brush off the damn thing. Because what it is, it's like a ring light connected to like a metal arm. And it's honestly keeps getting in the freaking way. Just need to be careful. Now we need to be careful I don't get the black onto the carapace. It's bad enough we need to do more purple going forward, but I don't have to do more purple, if you know what I mean. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, the black we're using is Corvus black, which is kind of like a lighter shade of black compared to Abaddon. Because with Abaddon it's like pitch black, almost, like the blackest you can get. Well, at least with Games Workshop. But Corvus black is more of a mix between black and grey. I say a mix between black and grey. I mean, like, it bridges the gap between the two of them. It's probably the best description. Right, we can just about say that's one of the feet finished. I say just about, and I'll look around the corner and it's still got a good chunk that needs to be done. Oh, that and its heel as well, it's got a heel that needs to be finished. I actually can't wait till this is done. Not because I'm not enjoying painting, I actually am, it's pretty relaxing, but I can't wait to see what it looks like. Because it don't look like much right now, but see, once you add the finishing touches, oh, the difference is so good. And he fixed that foot. It's probably not coming up on this, but I've accidentally managed to splash some purple into the feet. Yeah, I think that's as good as we're going to get. That's 1 foot finished. Then we're going to move on to the next one. And oh, the tail. Shit, I forgot the tail. Like, I swear, with these models, you'll find yourself even like right as you're just about to finish them, you'll find something you've missed, and you need to go back and just clean it up. Even if you've already shaded most of the rest of the miniature. Since I think this thing is basically supposed to be a gene stealer, there's like red accenting you're supposed to add to the claws, but I don't know if I'll ball on my backside doing that for this one. Because I did that for the gene stealers, but I don't know if it really made that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. So I might just leave it as is with the black. I'm partly doing that because like highlighting, I'm trying to avoid highlighting the miniatures. Because I've got too many miniatures there to be spending time highlighting the damn things. I'm saying I'm going to get back to them later with the highlighting, but no doubt I'm probably not going to ball my ass. I'm probably just going to put them in a display case, or fingers crossed I actually play a game at some point, but I don't think I'll end up doing highlighting. As I say that, maybe if I get like really freaking bored. Oh, 2 seconds, gonna sneeze, 2 seconds. No, good, I think I paused it in time. That's the advantage that using the headset has over the mic. Because with the headset I can actually just mute it quickly. I mean, apparently makes a really long, loud freaking noise, which is annoying, but you just hell beats listen to me sneeze, didn't it? Oh, I did not miss a bit of purple, did I? God damn it. Well. How many times am I going to say that this stream?
Straight up almost missed the heal again. And the other plus side is about Dream Stealers is, see even it, oh, Tyranids I should say, is even if you got a bit off or like the dry brushing is a bit messy or something, these aren't anywhere near to the most civilized creatures in Warhammer. Like they're one of the furthest from it actually. So if they are a tiny bit of a mess, I mean a tiny bit, like a tiny smidge of a mess, you're probably fine. I'd say the army you can probably get the most leeway with in terms of paint job is the Death Guard, because that's basically their whole shtick, is just being a mess. Okay. I think that might just be... Oh wait, that... Yeah. Just do a bit of a once over. I think that might be the black detailing done. And now we move. Oh wait, no. Oh, never mind. Before we move on to the next bit. God damn. Every time you think you're done, there's always something else. Yeah. I forgot, I need to do the inside of the mouth. Spin this round. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do the inside of the mouth. I need to double check what am I doing there. I need to bring down a little paint because we're doing the teeth as well. Keep forgetting about that. There's the tiny things you just miss. Right, just jam this right in there. Probably shouldn't worry about getting the teeth black because we're going to be painting them in a second anyway. The biggest priority here is just getting the inside of the mouth done it in black. So as if you look in there, all you see is dark instead of bright white. Because a bright white mouth just would not make sense. Doesn't even have to be neat either, it just has to cover enough of the inside for it to just be distinctly dark compared to everything else around it. So no tidiness is needed. There! Not that it's shown up that well on the camera, but yeah, what can you do? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh wait, no, that's a bit better. Okay, black is officially getting set to the side for now. Because no doubt I might end up remembering something else I need to wrap up with this colour. Yeah. So next step is the teeth.
After that we're just going to go into Screamer Pink, which will be the last step prior to cleaning up. Oh wait, no, we still need to do Avalon Sunset Yellow. Keep forgetting that. This thing has eyes and it has a certain eye colour, so yeah. Get the teeth done. When I first started painting Turners, I never actually looked up like what colour the teeth you were supposed to do was. So I just did them like standard, like bright ass white. And the problem with doing it on bright ass white is when the rest of the model is white as shit, it looks like the teeth are just blending in with the rest of the model. So what you need to do is you need to do like a brownish white, like a dirty white, so it looks kind of calcified. This is where we'll get Rackard flesh up in here. Just trying very carefully not to hit anything else in the process. Does this thing seriously not get front teeth? On the other side? It doesn't. Damn, I'm gonna dread see what... fuck it. Do you know what? Let's get a yellow out of the way as well. That way once that's done, all that needs to get done is one colour. Then go over the purple again, and that's a wrap. Alright, we're just about hitting half time. Judging by the image, I don't think it wants me to paint these this colour, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because from what I've seen for the other models, this just makes the most sense. So I'm gonna do it. Kinda looks a bit odd, doesn't it? I'm actually quite happy with that, that looks nice. Then we're going to do the actual creature's eyes, which is going to require some pinpoint precision. Because unfortunately this creature likes to scrunch its eyes up, so... This is gonna be fun. Right, just get the tiniest little speck of yellow. Because this is the one thing you really don't want to be overloading your brush for. And definitely if you're sitting at a desk on a chair, just put your elbows on your knees and just there we are. Also probably holding your breath helps as well. Just act like you're a sniper when you'll get it done. Yeah, it's still not showing up that well on the camera. Maybe I should change what the focus is going forward. We got a better light. God damn it. It's about getting the right balance, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, that's yellow finished, thank God. I thought I was going to have to take a few attempts at those eyes, but that went quite smoothly. By the way, see when you start painting miniatures, absolutely I recommend it. Don't, for the love of God, do not pick one of your first miniatures to be something with a bare face, with hard to paint pupils. Because you will suffer real freaking bad. When I was first doing miniatures like Space Marines and the like, I had to take so many attempts where I painted over the eyes and then I had to paint them the skin colour again and then just keep doing that over and over and over again just to get the whites of the eyes and the pupil done properly. Thankfully with the Tyranids it's just one colour, so it's a lot simpler. Alright, getting the tongue out of the way. See, this is when it's all going to get brought together, when the pink gets put on. Freaking hard. Not at the teeth. Probably a heck of a lot I could have painted more with that tongue, like right in the back, but you won't really notice much, so that's fine. Alright, so that's the easiest pink detail to finished. Now we move on to the finer details. And by finer details, I mean these little vent things on the side of its arms, like here. We're going to go around and do each individual one of them. And if you think we're done after that, you have another thing coming. So that's that one done. Move on to the opposite side. Okay. Slightly tricky, but I'll do the ones in the lower arms. You need to watch out, by the way, it's no guarantee that there's only vents in the top of the arms. Sometimes you can get them in the bottom, which I don't actually think there is any, weirdly enough, on this one, which thank feck actually saves a good chunk of time. So whoever came up with the colour scheme for the Leviathan was an absolute freaking genius. I mean, purple, pink, and off-white. Whoever it was had a very, very, very keen sense of colours. Because I think the first time I actually seen this colour scheme, I was like, holy fuck, I want to buy them right now. I think the main reason I never actually bought tournaments for the longest time was because I heard that they're an army that requires so many freaking Termagon, like troop units, and I was already working on a goddamn massive amount of Necron warriors. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do another troop hold army for a long ass time, because I've already got enough shit to paint. But I've already painted half of all my miniatures. I guess it gave me a little bit of leeway. At least that's the theory. It was partly down to the massive bargain I got, which is why I started them. I got this one along with 12 Termagants and 8 Gene Stealers for the price of one of these, which is a massive, massive freaking steal. Sometimes you can find some cracking deals on eBay. What can I say? That's just about all the vents finished. Yep. Yep, that's just about it. So now this next step is all the joints in between the arms, in between the legs, all that stuff. I tell you, I'm tempted to say it, but I think I'll jinx myself if I say it. Ah, fuck it. I wasn't expecting this stream to be going in this quick. Like, Jesus Christ. For a model, I thought it would take like the entire 4 hours. It's getting done very, very quickly. I'm saying that now, and what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up having to spend a lot of time doing like additional details I've not noticed, which is going to stretch us beyond how long I think we're going to be. Which if it happens, you know. If it means getting this finished, all the better. Oh, another thing with the pink, you don't have to be like ridiculously careful with it. Because part of the reason that we did the red at the start was because certain parts of the town, as you just accepted, they've got like red pigment coming out of them. So if there's little bits of pink here and there, it's really not a big thing. If anything, it adds to it. Oh, there we go. Can't forget the wrists. Okay, I think that's all the visible joints and the rest areas done. Yep. Maybe just get that a little bit in there. Just finish that off. But no, yeah, I think that's all the joint areas finished. So next up is every single recess. I mean, like every single recess is gonna get some pink shoved into it. Just add more pop. Because what can I say? If the entire mansion was just majority white, that wouldn't stand it. But if you stick a load of pink in every single recess, then you're done. Kinda worried how my hand is actually shaking quite a bit right now. Maybe I'm going too fast, but whatever. Let's keep going. Do you know what it might be? It may be because I did a bit of painting yesterday. So my arm is still a little bit tanned. That's probably what it is. I actually missed some joint areas under the arms, so I'm just gonna take that up real quick. Actually, you know, we're actually getting close to the end. What? Just need to add a bit more pink highlighting here and there. So here, mate, just on some Mortal Kombat 1. Nice, nice. I hope you're absolutely kicking ass. I'm guessing you're doing the ladder or the arcade mode. Bit between and online. Cool, cool. I made a promise to myself not to do Mortal Kombat online. Because I know like 2 combos for Sub-Zero. So the idea of fighting people online, just nah. I just get my ass completely handed to me by these people that memorize everything. Yeah, I'm starting to think I shouldn't have painted yesterday because my hand is actually shaking quite a bit. We will get to the end of this though. I will say that for a fact. Glad I didn't pick anything way more complicated or bigger, or we generally would be here forever. Yeah, generally in a 50-50 win ratio on ranked. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I'd be on a, what, 5% win rate or something. I'll be honest, it's surprising how hard it is online. It's crazy some of the combos they can pull off with ease if you slip up. Yeah, I think that a lot of these people that do ranked online, straight up, I think that's like one of the only games, like they're that into fighting games, or Mortal Kombat maybe specifically, where Mortal Kombat's like the only game they play. So whenever a new one comes out, they like try to like refine their combos, try to figure out what the new combos are, and just keep brushing up on their technique. These people treat Mortal Kombat like it's a sport. I mean, I've got better at picking up combos than learning my one. Mortal Kombat 1 is very good with versatility, and that's exactly what you want out of a fighting game. Just be able to like bounce between combos back to back, or create your own. Alright. I think that's like straight up. Oh wait, no, tell me. Fuck. I forgot there was a base. Alright, just give me 2 seconds. That's looking awesome, by the way. Nice G. Thank you. I'm very glad. I was thinking for a minute I would overdone it with the purple, with the pink, but I think it's coming together nicely. So what we're going to do now is, I think I can safely say that is way more than enough. God damn it. I should really just shut up. I should stop just making declarations. Because as soon as I make a declaration, there's something else that needs to be painted. Every frickin' time. Right. There we go. Yeah. There's the last hand done. Yep. Good.
these just for a tiny little tad of red. Yeah, that will do. Alright. We're going to go into purple now and do a once over on all the streaked purple bits. And after that, I'm going to look to see if there's any white bits that have got purple on them. I'm just going to go over them. And after that, I think we can probably just start basing. No, shading, shit. I forgot to still need shade. That'd be a hell of an oversight, wouldn't it? Oh crap, do you know what? Speaking of oversights, I completely missed that his carapace actually has some bits that you need to do in purple, not purple, pink. As I said before though, if you miss anything, it is honestly not like the slightest of a big deal. Because it's not like your paints are just going to magically disappear as soon as you're finished with them. And that would suck, could you imagine? Can you imagine if you're like in a competitive painting contest and as soon as you declare to the judge or the referee that you're done with the paint you were using? Oh my fucking god, could you imagine? Civic, thank you very much for the follow, super appreciated. Welcome. Hope you have a good time here. Not get much more left to go. We'll just add another layer of purple onto this side. I'll add in the screamer pink that I've missed. And then we'll get to work on shading. Okay, right, that's that mostly done. That has to be my favourite model and you're making it look awesome. Oh, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. I'm really enjoying how it's turning out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the purple in this carapace done. Yep. I think I can safely put Nagaroth Knight to bed and get back onto the Screamer Pink. I can't believe I missed that in the carapace. Unfortunately, we're going to have to be careful with this. Of all the bits I could have missed, this is probably one of the worst. Saying that, it's gone on surprisingly well. Maybe able to get both sides done in no time. Alright, there we go. Need to get one of those paint holders. I've knocked over some non-oil Black Legion and Black Templar in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, that is exactly why I got mine. Not because of those paints, but I first looked at this thing on the Game Workshop website and I was thought to myself, that is such a massive waste of money. Why would you spend that much money on something that only holds 3 paint pots? And then I knocked over my first Agrax Earthshade. And when I say knocked over, I mean this thing was like 80% full. And my god, my entire desk was engulfed with shade. I had to do like 5 wipes to clean up. After that I was like, yeah, I need something to hold these paints. It's like really easy done. What you do is you got to put your brush in the pot and you just, oop, knocked. And it's even worse when it's full, because like when it's full it's got more weight behind it to knock over.
So I've made that mistake once and honestly never again. Never ever again. Alright. That's the pink and the carapace finished. And I'm just going to do a little bit more colouring on the base. And then I know I've said this like 90 times, but then we can actually move on to the shading. Same here, I feel the pain. All three of my very fresh, and now I have about a quarter of it left. It's absolutely ridiculous how it's like that, isn't it? It always seems to be the shades as well. I think that's because the paints are like so globular that they don't run as easily, but when it comes to shades, they just flow like water. It doesn't help that, like, for example, non-oil, they make the bottle so elongated, so it like tips very, very easily. Alright, so I think I'm going to use some Xandri dust, because I'm going to use like a desert like base. So that little bit that you see sticking out the side, I think I'm going to do that in Xandri dust, because obviously it's going to mix in with the colour scheme nicely. Part of the reason I'm doing the desert scheme is because it just reminds me of the Devastation of Baal Blood Angel book, and that just seems so appropriate. Alright, there. There we go. Alright, just going to check the app real quick so we can see what shading I need. It's probably going to be just a load of non-oil and Agris Earth shade probably. Yep, non-oil, Cassandora yellow, Saffron sepia, Carbo crimson. No, we don't need that. Reichland flesh shade. Oh, what did I need that for? Ah, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Alright, what should I start with here? Probably non-oil. Cazadora yellow, that'll take like 5 seconds. Seraphim sepia. And yeah, we don't need. Oh, it's just right glint flesh shade. So it turns out we just need 4 shades, and then we're good. How we done on time? We're doing really well on time. That was one for highlighting. I think we'd have enough time for highlighting, but I'm just not one for highlighting. Just 2 seconds. Making sure that I get a point in this brush before I put it away. There we go. Alright, back to the shade brush. I have not taken well care of this thing. This thing is an absolute mess. The only reason it's in a straight line is because the shades have basically clumped all the bristles together. I will say this for the app, the Set Their Colours app. They might have a theme going for a lot of this, a lot of these new Leviathan Tyranids, but oh my god, they do not have a consistent paint guide. Oh, I need to shoot that in 2 seconds. Alright, so, yep, so we can get the carapace and the claws finished off real quick with some non-oil. Trying not to overdo it too much though. The downside when you're shooting something that's black though is if you don't look at it at the right angle, it's very easy to forget what side you've actually finished shading. Just need to look out for that glisten. really need to watch how you handle this model. The oval base is not... it's definitely not your friend when it comes to trying to not drop the damn thing. Which must be a nightmare. See, for the people that have... what do you call them? Wet pallets. Must be a right pain in the backside. See if you were to drop a measure on the wet pallet, it would just get completely covered in paint. To speed this up in a minute. My hand is actually starting to cramp. Which really sucks though, because like we're right at the end. No, I guess that's probably a good thing, isn't it? It means I don't have to stop early. Okay, that's the carapace and all the black areas done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to getting the yellow details, which will take us like 5 seconds. Then once that's out of the way, we'll do the teeth. Then once that's done, all the pink details. Then we'll do the basing. not showing up in camera, but the Cassandra Yell gives the eyes a good pop. Make them properly stand out. Okay, now we get a little bit of Seraphim Sepia. Drag it across the teeth. And give him a nice smile. I'd say you're making me want to paint. That's good, I'm glad. It's nice and relaxing. I think we can say that's the pink finally shaded. As best I can. Unfortunately, I tried to track down a small shade brush from Games Workshop and they apparently don't have a small and a medium, so it's probably the best I'm going to do in terms of the shading. So that's the actual miniature finished, so we're going to get to work on the basing. There's probably some cleanup I can do as well. I might do that later in my own time because it's not really that important for the stream. But for a minute, yeah, we're just going to move on to getting some technical paint on this. Hey Roy, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Your day's going smashing. Yeah, so what we're going to do for the basing is we're going to do some technical Agril and Earth. I planned it for the longest time to do Agril and Badlands because it gives more of a desert look, but I could not get my hands on that paint, so I settled for the next best thing. Hey Snivy, how's it going? Working as usual. That sucks, Roy. I hope your holiday comes up soon enough. What's up, bitch? I'm in gym right now, it's so hot. That's unfortunate, Snivy. Hopefully you'll get to cool down afterwards. I'm dying. Get some water. Get some water in you. Unless you can't, because you're like running a lot, but yeah, what can you do? It's gym. I can't get water from running, girl. Yeah, I thought that might have been the reason. That's my last week of work. Awesome, Roy. Soon enough, you won't be having to drive about in trucks. Alright, so we're going to take our multi-tool here, or whatever the hell Game Workshop calls it. I'm going to just slather the ever-loving crap out of this base with this texture paint. Hopefully without actually touching any of the actual model. Next week I'm living... Wait, you're actually going to be living in Japan? Roy, holy fuck. Nice one, buddy. Unless you might just traveling to Japan. Either way, awesome, buddy. My brain farted. Oh, leaving. I have a hard time with taking too much time on my guys. I have a lot of infantry to do, but I keep having to tell myself to stop. It's not really worth doing every single detail on things that may or may not live through turn 1. Yeah, that's true, Sir Vic. I had to tell myself that with my Necron Warriors. I came up with a really dumb idea of like painting the joints black, which you really don't have to do. In all the like malfunction areas, Balthas are gold, so they had like a rusty look. I really shouldn't have bothered my ass. I don't know how people paint Imperial Guard, I really don't. Oh, travelling. Ah, okay. Got you, Roy. Got you. But yeah, I hope you have a good time there. Japan's awesome. But definitely plan what you're going to do, because I made that mistake. I didn't plan nearly enough. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Ended up trying to go to Mount Fuji and it was overcast, so I couldn't actually see it, and it was a bit of a pain in the ass. That was good though. It was a lot of fun. Went to Kyoto when it was a typhoon blowing through, so that was great. Yeah, I'm trying to batch paint them, but then I find myself trying to edge highlight a lot of things. Yeah, you need to just stop yourself from doing that shit. Because it is tempting to get the most out of your miniatures, but infantry, you really, really don't want to be doing that. Especially if it's very, very small. Because you can always come back to them. Like, get them all finished up to battle ready standard, and then once you've done that and your backlog is out the way, then you can go back to them and continue on with your edge highlighting. Just don't give yourself too much work when you're dealing with the small units. And French is spelled E, so I used French brain. It happens, right? It happens. I mean, not to me, because I only speak one language, but apparently that happens when you speak multiple languages. You just like jump between them without realizing. Looks like I'm spreading peanut butter on this, doesn't it? Like, how bad does this actually look? This texture paint. If it wasn't for the fact that it starts to look good once it dries, I would not even ball my backside. What paint is that for the base? It's Agrel and Earth. It's got this interesting property to it where once it dries it actually begins to crack. So it becomes like dry earth. That's why I quite like it. It makes me think of a desert. Which is the kind of idea I was going for when it came to the nids. It looks like hummus. I know, it looks an absolute mess. Which is why I'm glad it looks so different when it dries. It's weird because I have like 3 languages I use frequently. Oof. Like that's a hell of a talent right there, Roy. Nice one. I keep trying to learn a second language myself and I just don't have the follow through, I suppose. Alright. Finally enough, we're just gonna wrap this up in a second. I'm just gonna grab myself some, where is it? Yeah, there it goes. The one paint everyone who does bases has. A little bit of Steel Legion Drab. So we can paint around the outside of the base. I wish I knew more languages. I mean, go for it, Roy. See if that's what you want to do. Definitely go for it. Because multilingualists are in very high demand, like always. I'm gonna have to watch what I'm doing here. I wish this base wasn't such a weird shape. How long does it take to dry? I really need to work on basing. I just use Astro Granite and paint it brown with some lighter brown dry brushing. It usually takes about 4 hours. Maybe not that much. I think I just applied too liberally. So maybe if you put it on light it would be like 2.5-ish. I want to take classes when I change jobs. Yeah, definitely do that, Roy. Always follow your passions. As long as you can afford to, you know. That's that's kind of the bottom line on it. My languages is how I got my job right now. See? That just shows you how valuable it is. You can't put a price on communication. Well, you can, but it's a very, very high number. When most of the miniatures painted, try hold it is an absolute bitch. I mean, I know there's like paint handles, but that doesn't do me much favours when I'm trying to paint the rim. I'll be done in a minute, just give me 2 seconds. How am I going to hold this? Ah, fuck it, I'm just going to hold the miniature for 2 seconds. It's not exactly clean, but I'll accept it. I'll go back over it once everything's properly dried. I say I accept it and I just immediately just start painting back over it again. Close. Close. Alright, there we go. That's it. Done, at least until it dries. I could add like grass in that, but unfortunately I've never actually picked that any of that base material up. A few skulls probably wouldn't go amiss, but as I said, wait till it dries. And I'll just tilt the camera down, and there we go. Oh, oh. I've heard that for German, see, since apparently a lot of English came from Germanic language, German's actually not that hard to learn if you already speak English. But I could be completely wrong, like I've not learned the second language, so I wouldn't be the one to ask. I think I can learn both in a year or two. Like that's cracking skill right there, Roy. It's really, really cool. Alright, I'll try and tell this as best I can. I'd rather not touch the model, but I can't really help it. Well, that's amazing. Languages are very hard for me. Yeah, I think languages are very hard for a lot of people, which is why people usually stick to one. Alright, that's where we're going to wrap it up today, guys. We're just going to raid out. And, oh, why am I here? Oh, I forget to do this, 2 seconds. Here's my socials if you want to follow me anywhere else. And let's see who's online right now. I think that turned out quite well. I'm really happy with that. Okay. Next week we're probably going to be either painting Gene Stealers or Parasite of... what was it called again? Matrix? I can't remember. But yeah, we're following on with more Gene Stealers next week. Right, yeah, I know the perfect person to raid. Right, let's queue this up. Have a good one, great job on the bug. Thank you very much, Sir Vic. We're going to be popping over to check someone out who's playing some Final Fantasy 14, so we'll move on from some chill painting to some chill MMO stuff. Bye guys. Oh yeah, it's 10 seconds until the raid. Right, once more, bye guys.